We don't even know what to say right now, America. We didn't think that we would make it this far. What do you think, Ariel? Speechless. I mean, the reception that we received across YouTube and all social media is just very much appreciated. So you asked for it, when we're delivering. Here we go, episode 5 of The Other Brother, where we talk about family, sports, relationships, and sex, but mostly sports. Finally, man, it took you 5 shows, you son of a bitch. On tonight's episode, we talk some brotherly advice to that godforsaken dress that we've been seeing all across social media. We talk about the altercation between LeBron James and
James Harden.
But first, things first, we're the realists, and we want to discuss the newcomer to the Billionaires Club,
MJ. Now, it's amazing how a dead man could become a billionaire. You know, it's also amazing why I don't understand why it's taken him so long with hit singles like Beat It, Bad, Thriller, America.
What are you talking about?
Thriller. Not Michael Jackson?
No, dude.
For real?
Yeah. That other joke. Sorry, America.
There it is. It actually makes sense that this guy would finally become a millionaire. He survived AIDS. He owns his own 24-hour fitness centers. He's part owner of the Los Angeles Dodgers. What?
Wrong person, man. Are you serious?
Not Magic Johnson?
Michael Jordan.
This is kind of awkward. Michael Jeffrey Jordan.
That mixtape, though. The Black Cat himself. He went from being called your airness to your billionaireness.
Love it.
TN.
Did you really just trademark on air?
Yeah, I did. Because now if anyone across the world uses that, I can sue them.
Interesting. Now we all know that 999 million of Michael's billion is not from the Bobcats. I don't know what decision was worse. Him choosing to become part owner of the Charlotte Bobcats, or him choosing to leave basketball to be bad at baseball.
Now, according to my calculations that I just did, we should be billionaires by 3107. And all I had to do was multiply by 5, add the square root, and then divide by pi. And for those of you that went to public school, first, I'm sorry. Secondly, pi is equal to 3.14. But it also sounds really delicious right now.
That sounds alright. But you said multiply by 5. Multiply what by 5?
Your mom a neighbor?
Okay. Now, that kick heard around the world.
John, our producer, has actually informed us that James Harden, shooting guard from the Houston Rockets, actually watched our episode, What Are We Doing, 2 weeks ago. Thank you, James. Where we discussed the best players in the NBA currently, from our professional opinion, LeBron James and Steph Curry. And now he's on a quest to decimate the competition because he was not in that discussion. So he went after LeBron James, Steph Curry. Be careful.
And I've just been told that there's actually speculation that James Harden might be behind the knee to Russell Westbrook's face.
Oh, man.
Russell Westbrook. Say that 5 times fast.
Russell Westbrook.
I know, you really can't.
That's good. There has been some mixed reactions across America, across the world. In Cleveland, the reaction was...
World star. And in Houston...
Mundo Estrella.
Now, if you listen closely, and if you listen backwards, you can actually hear the baby say, Steph Curry, you're next.
Very interesting. But the best reaction probably came from our good friend Kevin Hart, Mr. Comedy himself.
This is pretty easy.
World star again.
No, she wasn't ready.
Brotherly advice. We've all seen it, this dress that is flooding our social media bank accounts. Here's the color of the dress right now. We actually went down to our local thrift store and was able to find a sample of the dress, and we were able to see that it is black and blue. And if you see otherwise, you better check yourself before you wreck yourself.
Now, what we did was we went to 2 local California cities and conducted a survey. We went to East Oakland and Healdsburg, California, to get people's opinions on what they think the color of the dress is. We bumped into a few people. Stevie Wonder said the dress is black and black. We bumped into this local Healdsburg rapper. Said the dress is definitely white and gold.
I bumped into our good friend Latrell, and he claimed that the dress is white. And lastly, we bumped into a Black Panther out of all people. And he claimed that the dress is black and blue, Backstreet Boys. But Michael Jackson, the king of pop, said it best.
That billionaire.
At the end of the day, we came to the conclusion that this wasn't so much a social experiment, but more of a
Sexual.
Racial. Thought you had it down, you son of a bitch. It was a racial experiment. And power to the people. Don't you have an exciting announcement?
More of a romantic announcement. This Thursday, March 5th, sit down. March 5th is actually the other brother Carlos's 28th birthday, but it's his hair's 45th birthday. Now, if you're thinking about getting him something, I have 3 things that you could potentially get him. Number 1, Rogaine. He's always wanted to try it. He wants to turn that receding fade into just a fade, minus the receding. 2, if you're thinking about getting him some leopard print Vans, don't, because he already has them. Maybe zebra print Vans, change it up a little bit. And 3, now, you thought I didn't notice, but his favorite article of clothing is actually starting to become a little faded, starting to get a few holes in it. If you could go to the local Harley Davidson and get him some leather assless chaps, some sexy ass leather assless chaps, he would greatly appreciate it.
Tune in next week for episode 6.
Thank you for all your support. Is it episode 6?
Do what you like.